So I'm here in Salis Salsa. This place is amazing. I love the way they do foster care. So basically, these are houses or places they have created for foster families. The way it works is that they get foster parents who sign up to be here for 2.5 years, and then they get to have kids. I mean, they created these rooms and these houses as the most coolest thing you could think of. Think of a village. In Uganda, we used to call them a children's home. Basically, that every home has a mom and dad, and they have kids who live in here. They have about 6 or 5 that they have on the campus. They have dog place, they have play place, they have dining, they have everything they need for the kids as well. But not just the dining or the food, but they have resources for them. As a foster parent, it's really difficult for me to go find services. You know, sometimes I have to be on a waiting list for 6 to 7 months before I can find a dentist or a therapist. I mean, everything takes forever, but they have everything on campus that you can get to do that. So this is really cool. But for me, what I love the most is truly they created this as they're called All-Star, so they really live like All-Star, as they say. They created this space for kids and their foster families.
Yeah, All-Star was the lifelong mission of our founders, especially Gracie McGillicuddy, who since 1986 has been a very passionate child advocate, helping children who've been abused through the Child Protection Center, sitting on their board, being a wonderful philanthropist in this community for decades. And through that work, she had become appointed by different government officials to different committees and child advocacy groups, and was really involved in helping children. So for 30 plus years, seeing children who've been abused and neglected become abusers and parents who neglect and abuse their children. She'd always dreamt of a place where kids end up in foster care where they feel honored and loved and safe and cherished and revered, which was a beautiful sentiment. So her and her husband at 75 years old decided to, let's do this. So they found some land, got some friends to put in $2 million, and said, all right, if we're gonna do this, we wanna really address the root issue of what's going on with these children who end up in foster care. So let's put a focus on childhood trauma. So then in 2017, broke ground at this facility that we're sitting in right now. First shovels in the ground. 3 years later, 2020, this campus had been built. And by then we'd already started working with some of the top trauma experts in the country to develop programs and services to address those needs of children and their families to end that intergenerational cycle of abuse and neglect.
Sometimes foster families are seen as third-class citizens. Or our foster kids, we've seen that they can always take the handouts, but they made sure that they give them the best of the best. You know, so I'm gonna take you around and show you these are their rooms or these are their house, and this is what they've created for sure to create a fancy place for foster parents to be able to take in kids. I mean, this is really cool. I have never seen anything like this. They live in a compound. It's not a facility. It's just, you know, homes they built, but they give opportunity for foster parents to have all the resources they need, but also they have a house. I mean, I'm gonna show you, you will not believe what I'm looking at. I mean, seriously, this is one of them, and they are all the same. So whatever is in here, it's also in other houses as well. I cannot get in those homes because they have kids and families there. So I'm gonna show you the cool thing about this house. I mean, look.
The idea for these children in foster care who have nobody speaking on their behalf and are given hand-me-down clothes and maybe haven't even celebrated a proper holiday in their life, to have a place to go where they feel like, wow, this place is for me. And like you said, you come here, just sitting in this house, this is a gorgeous home and on a campus with a gorgeous playground and dog park and gardens and music playground and a movie theater. We've even experienced these kids come here and they really feel like, oh my God, I can't believe this is for me. And some of the kids have learned by spending time here that they can actually dream of a future that is bigger and brighter than they've ever dreamed. So this shows them the opportunity in life that they deserve and they can have the best this life has to offer, not just from the beautiful place, but through the relationships they build with the staff, with their parents, with their biological families, their foster families, the other kids who live here. They can start to feel a sense of community. They can start to feel a sense of belonging and safety and just stop giving them hand-me-downs or whatever it is. Let's give them what they need to be successful.
There are enough space to have as much as you need. It's all right here. I mean, this place is beautiful. I love it. Look at this, HGTV style. Anything messy, that's me. Look at the kitchen.
If we get them the supports and the systems they need as early as possible, can we see better outcomes for these kids? And theoretically, I think everyone agrees with that. Let's get these kids to the right services as soon as possible. Let's get foster parents to come here and work together, train them with the tools and resources they need to be effective for these kids, which is a huge component of this, is giving the foster parents the tools and resources they need to understand what trauma looks like, how those behave. You were talking about holes in the wall, well, it's not what are you doing, it's what happened to you. Like, what happened to you? And how can I help you navigate that? There's wait lists at every single one of those appointments you need, which also means you have to drive them to those appointments, and then you have to get them up from school and get them to school and from school, and then they have a meeting with their case manager and someone's visiting your house, and it just becomes a chaotic life. If on this campus, everything's here, you can focus on taking care of the kids. And so part of the model that we were building from the beginning was to provide that one-stop shop, that mall service, so that the kids have on campus access to their therapist, access to their speech and language therapist and their psychiatrist, and case managers can come right here and they don't have to leave the house. So that idea of building a mall-like facility was a big part of how can we serve the kids here. Every single person who works here is so dedicated, and the kids come first. What do the kids need? What do the parents need? And the system might be saying, this needs to happen or this needs to happen. And we say, okay, let's think about that. Is that really what's going to be in this kid's best interest? And we are fighting every single day for the best that these kids need, and hope that we can get it for them.
My kids would love to live here. I mean, look. Wow, I love this place. Fantastic. I mean, you can have as many kids as you want. As foster parent, I'm restricted on how many kids I can have, but the way they've made this is really, really brilliant. Oh, there's more rooms. Ooh, let's go check it out. It's a Jack and Jill. As you can see, Jack and Jill. There's a shower right there. Storage. Ooh. See all that space? Wow. I love it. Really cool. Shower. I mean, I love that it has so many showers. When you have so many kids, there's so many places to, see, they have bathrooms. I like how they made it private, but some people can still use it, or others are taking a shower. So there's the other bedroom. There's the next one here. Wow. This is beautiful.
One of the first families we ever had live on this campus was a group of teenagers. They were a sibling group, and they were the first family of kids that were reunified with their dad. So there was a big moment here. So dad actually drove down from Virginia overnight. And I remember he came down, drove all night, came here on the campus and got to pick up his kids. And he'd worked really hard to get to that moment. And that was in our first year. That was in 2021. So those kids were reunified with dad, and then they went off. And we kept in touch and tried our best to make sure we're still there for them. But obviously it's a different state, a different experience.
Wow, absolutely.
Well, this past summer, we get a knock on the door. And it's this 21-year-old kid. And he walks through the doors and he goes, I was a kid here. And he met with our receptionist, Jai. And he goes, I lived here. This place changed my life.
Oh.
He says, I'm about to get married. Meet my fiance.
Wow.
And they still live in Virginia. This is my fiance. She's going to be my wife. We're going to foster kids. And we're going to give our kids the experience that I got here at All Star to make sure that those kids have the same future that I had. So that was, an unbelievable moment. And he just showed up on our door to tell us how much we changed his life.
Oh, laundry. Wow, I love this. I mean, look at this. Having so many kids, of course, laundry, it is one of the hardest things that we get to do. Look what they put for them. Not just one, not two, 4. 2 washer, 4 dryers, so kids can be able to have a place to do all the work. We also get to teach our kids as well. Man, I love this.
The feedback we've gotten overwhelmingly is we just wish people would have access to this type of resources over and over. So specifically, we've had foster parents who were living on this campus, got to experience what it was like here, and then they moved off. They kept coming back with their kids that they were living off the campus with. All Stars is the place we gotta go. They have a problem, who do they call? They know they can call us, whatever it is. Yeah. So we've been able to build relationships with foster parents where they know they have a resource. What we've done really well is identify which parts of the child welfare system need help. And then we raise our hand and we say, we'll do it. Kids need a trauma assessment, we'll do it. People need training, we'll do it. In the first 5 years, it's kind of been a shotgun approach, and we've done a lot of things. I'd love to see us in the next 5 years really hone in collaboration with the Department of Children and Families and the Safe Children Coalition and all of the folks who are doing this work. Let's hone in and really become more laser focused. What is really gonna help transform the system so that in 5 years from now, All Star is the place where everybody in the state says, we want some help with this problem. All Star becomes the person you go to help with that. One way people can help is volunteer, like people who live down here, if you live in this area, come get involved. Come figure out how you can help. I think around the whole country, if you're feeling the call to be a foster parent, I think that is the biggest way to help. But not everybody can be a foster parent. So support your local foster care agency. Give them $100, give them some money, because these kids deserve the best and they are underfunded, understaffed, and overworked. Lend a helping hand, become a foster parent, or give some money to help them.
So I love this place. It's really cool. Wow. In loving memory of Suzanne, mother of Wendy, Mato, and Peter, was a compassionate nurse who was dedicated to well-being of the many lives touched. See, really cool, you know? I love what they do, that they really help kids, but also give opportunity for kids to have a place to belong, have a place to call home. I mean, look, there's games everywhere, sports outside. You know, my kids would be, doesn't matter what time of the day, they'd be loving it here. This is like my ideal house. You know, living with other foster parents, taking care of kids, and kids get to share, go to an A, go and B. I mean, this is really cool. So, love the concept of what they are truly doing right here. I love it. Oh, man. Really cool.
Hi guys, my name is Anthony. This is my dad. You're supposed to say hey.
Oh.
And this is my dad.
Hey.
All right. It's Christ. My dad.
Hey. I'm saying what you're saying.
Just smile and wave.
Okay, don't say anything. All right.
This is my dad. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you can be notified whenever another one of our videos come out. And we love to see your comments, so make sure that you leave a comment down below of what we should do next and if we should bring back cooking with Anthony. And thank you so much for supporting us.